Hey YouTube, thank you for tuning in to Kiki Life of Tea. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell so you're notified next time I upload a new video. I hope you're here to stay. But today's video will be a mommy / parenting video, which will be on the toughest moments as a mom for me so far. As you guys know, I am a mom of a 3-year-old girl who I love dearly, and I've had some struggles. It's been some struggles. So the main 3 things that has been a struggle for me, that has taken time to master, which is discipline, potty training, and feeding my child. Yes. So let's just get started. So the first thing I said is discipline. So of course, as soon as your child, hit the terrible 2s, they are out of control. However, for me, I feel like terrible 2s for my daughter started before she was 2. I really think they start before 2 anyway. But nobody tells you that, and I'm here to tell you, honey, it can start before 2 years old. All right, probably around like 15 months or so. Yeah, really, when they start walking and crawling, that's when they start getting into everything and being destructive. So yes, like discipline my daughter. So my daughter, she would have temper tantrums, such as falling out, telling me no sometimes. But I feel like when your child is very young, it's a learning. They have to learn how to act and behave, okay? So it's your job to teach them, for sure. You just can't let your kid be out here falling out forever, okay? You can't have your child at 10 years old still falling out in the store. That's not gonna happen. Not for me, it's not. There are a number of discipline techniques you can try. 1, reward good behavior. I do this a lot with my daughter. She loves snacks. So if she does something good or listens, I may give her a snack, or I may hype her up. I'll be like, good job, Poo Poo. Good job, Mama. You made Mommy so happy. And then she loves that. She loves for you to affirm she's a good child. I've learned that with my daughter. Sometimes you don't even have to give her nothing. Long as you tell her she did a good job, that's all she may need, okay? So sometimes you may need to just motivate your child. Next, timeout. I've done this as well. I would put her in a chair, in her child chair, put her in the corner or facing the wall, and have her in timeout for a few minutes, and explain to her once she comes out what she did wrong and that she can't do that. That's not the proper behavior in our house to do, okay? All right, so that has worked. More recently, I've heard of time in. Let me know in the comments below if you're a parent and you ever heard of time in. I've never heard of time. So time in is when you stay with your child until they're calm. Now, I feel like that's bull, but some kids it may work, some kids it may not. I don't know. I haven't tried this on my child yet, per se. But if your child is like out of control in the moment, sitting with them will not do the job. That's just my personal opinion, but I feel like it's worth a try. And taking away things they like, of course, this can work. For my daughter and most kids right now, this day and age, electronics. If you have a son who loves to play video games, take his video game away. If you have an older child who has a cell phone, take their cell phone away. Or take away some screen time on their tablets and iPads. For my daughter, I will do that. Sometimes I also will make her go to her room. She has her own room. If she's misbehaving, I tell her to go to her room until she acts right. Okay, also, another thing that's been difficult, potty training. Okay, my daughter's 3. She'll be 4 in June. Last year, beginning of the pandemic, we successfully potty trained her. But it was a struggle. Okay, so I started trying to potty train her before she was 1. I would put her on her little traditional kid potty, and she just wasn't getting it. She just wasn't getting it. But I'll put a picture here of her potty. It was from Target. I got it. Did we get it? I think we got it for her first birthday from my mom. And it flushes. It sounds just like a toilet. I thought it was real cute. I would put her on it. She didn't understand the concept. She didn't like it either. So I feel like every child is different. Especially in the black community, you hear people say, oh, you need to have your child on a potty. They should still be in diapers. But some kids just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? For my daughter, she didn't get it before 1 year old. She didn't get it a little after 1 year old either. So I've seen so many videos on YouTube of how to potty train, and it just did not work. One was let your child walk around without a diaper on for hours to potty train them. I would do that, and I did this probably around like 15 months, or she was 2 or almost 2, and that did help her pee every now and again. But the problem I have with that is, if you're a working parent, when you put their diaper back on, it sets them back. So for my child, that's how it was. So I would let her do that, but then when I had to put the diaper back on, or we go to work, she go to school, because of course at school, if your child's in daycare, they're gonna have to have a diaper on throughout the day. So doing that set her back, because I'm gone, she's gone, she's at daycare for 10 plus hours a day. So that didn't work. I feel like it really helps when you're able to be at home with your child for days. Like, we would try it on the weekend, but that still wasn't enough time, okay? Like, we would have to go out on the weekend, go into the store. She has to still put a diaper back on. So it didn't help. But I will say what really helped us, okay, with age, she started to comprehend. But what really worked for me and my daughter was when I was working from home during the pandemic. I was at home every day. She was at home every day because our daycare was closed at this point. So that really helped. And of course, by then she was in pull-ups. She was in pull-ups probably around 15 months, 2 years old. My daughter was so little. Like, honestly, she looked like a baby at still 1 year old, 15 months. So she was in diapers for a while, but we did transition her to pull-ups because at school they required it at a certain point. So daycare kind of helped out as well, because they, pushed them to go to the bathroom. But the extra time that we had during the pandemic helped. And it was my goal to get her potty trained before her 3rd birthday. I'm like, I'm not gonna have a toddler that's 3 still in diapers or pull-ups. That's out of the question. So right before I started working from home, I started having her go to the bathroom more. But I feel like she really got it once I was at home every day, and she was at home every day. She learned how to pee in the toilet and potty perfectly. She got that right away. But the pooping, she would refuse to poop in the potty. Okay, so do keep that in mind if your child. I've mentioned that in another video of mine, when she first started getting potty trained last year, and she refused to poop in the potty. I put a card here above so you guys can check that out. But she would refuse to poop in the potty. She would poop in her pull-up, and that was it. But she peed in the potty just fine. That's something that was a little tricky. So what I would do, as soon as I noticed she's getting ready to poop, I would hurry up, help her poop in the potty and catch it, because you know the expression on your child's face when they're about to poop. And I also kept the potty in my room, so when that time came, it wouldn't be too far away. I would bring it downstairs in our living room so it's not too far away. So it's definitely trial and error, and with the poop situation, it takes a lot of patience and consistency. And I feel like consistency is key with the potty training in general. But the pooping definitely takes some patience, because your child's gonna poop in their underwear as soon as they start wearing underwear, regular underwear. They're gonna have poop stains in their underwear. So it can get very messy which is why we stopped using the traditional potty and started using this and put this on the toilet. So when she poop, it goes right in the toilet and I can flush the toilet. This is what I would have put her on from day one if I knew better. So I definitely recommend this. I'll put the link to this potty in the description below so you guys can check it out for yourself. But toddler, potty training a toddler and they're pooping, it can get very messy because then you have to clean that potty out yourself, clean it up. One thing I started doing, I started putting wipes at the bottom. So that helped a lot. I would put tissue at the bottom of it because it could just be a mess, okay? A mess. So I'm warning you, if your child hasn't started the potty training process, it's a job, okay? Okay, next, sleep training. Sleep training has been a struggle and it still is a struggle, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So ever since I gave birth to my daughter, from the hospital day one, I would put her in the little, I don't know what they call it in the hospital, but I'm gonna say a bassinet. From day one, she would not sleep in that. Then we get home to her home bassinet, she wouldn't stay in that. So I could get some sleep. Me and my husband, she just came onto the bed and she's been in our bed, okay? So we tried. It didn't work. She just refused to sleep in her bed. We tried everything from swaddling her, putting blankets in the bassinet to make it more cozy and comfortable. Didn't work. None of that worked. So then when she became like 15 months or 2 years, I'll say 2 years old, my husband converted her crib into a toddler bed because that's the type of bed she has. It converts with different stages of her life. So he converted to a toddler bed and I hyped her up. I told you guys, I give my daughter a pep talk. I'm her biggest hype one man. So I told her, I'm like, Pooh, you got a big girl bed. You gotta sleep in your big girl bed. You ready to sleep in your big girl bed? You a big girl now. You don't need to sleep with mommy and daddy, this and that. Ooh, you a big girl. Just saying whatever, right? And she was excited. I got her excited. She slept in there for like 2 days until morning. It was successful. Then after that, the hype wore off and she was back in our bed and refused to sleep in there. Then after that, I bought a nightlight. It changes different colors. Honestly, I feel like it's not bright enough, but that didn't work. And then we just gave up. Like, okay, forget it. Whatever. Then we recently bought a king size bed, so now we all have more room and we're real comfortable now. So, what we did, we put one of the old TVs we had in our room, in her room, had it mounted on the wall. I'm like, oh, now you can watch YouTube in your room. You can watch Netflix. You can watch Ryan off YouTube Kids. So she was excited about that. So then she started watching TV in her bed, just chilling, having fun, enjoying her toys that's in her room, and she started sleeping in there. But she'll get out her bed like maybe between like 2 and 4 a.m. and get into bed with us. So that's where we are right now. She'll sleep in there for a couple hours. Every now and again she'll sleep until the sun comes up, but we're getting there. She's wanting to be in her room to play and chill, which is good and is a good sign, and it's a step into the right direction. All right, so I definitely recommend that. Definitely put all the toys in your child's room, things they love and would like to play with in their room, so they want to be in there more and love their room. So I have faith she may be sleeping in her room till daylight more by her birthday, by her 4th birthday. Okay, so goals. Okay, we're setting goals here. I would say with the sleep training, once again, you have to be consistent and patient because you're gonna have some restless nights. Your child's gonna get up, you're gonna have to put them back in their bed. Your child gets up, you're gonna have to put them back in the bed. And if you're working full time or working period, that's exhausting. Okay, because me personally, I'm only gonna do it 2 times. After that, you could just stay in my bed. I'm not gonna keep going back and forth. But you have to be consistent. You have to be stern. Let them know this is not your bed. But also, if your child's scared, I definitely suggest you comfort them. Personally, for me, if my daughter is scared or terrified or had a bad nightmare, she could definitely sleep in my bed, because I don't want her to be scared in her room. So the TV helps her because I leave it on YouTube Kids, and a light from the TV helps her out, and then she'll watch TV till she fall asleep. And then pro tip, YouTube Kids will not cut off. 9 times out of 10, it will not cut off. So it'll keep playing, going to the next video. So that helps. Okay, last but not least, feeding a toddler, guys. Feeding a toddler is so stressful and irritating and annoying and all of the above, okay? Soon as my daughter turned maybe around after her first birthday, she started becoming a picky eater. Now, when she was a baby, she would eat all the vegetables in the world, all the baby food, whatever. She was cool, she ate it. But as soon as she started getting a little older and became a toddler, she became picky. She wouldn't eat certain stuff. It'd be all day. She would not eat certain things. And then it was stressing me out, because I'm like, okay, I don't want my baby to lose weight or whatever. I want her to starve herself. And the doctor comforted me and said, you know, there'll be days she won't eat. Then there'll be days she will pig out and make up for the days she didn't eat, which absolutely did happen. But what's irritating about it, your child one day would say they like something, and then the next day, that same food they said they liked, they won't like it the next day. That's the irritating part. So my suggestion to you, just go on Pinterest, find some creative recipes and foods to make the food look more fun and different. Recently, I made some salmon nuggets. I'll put a picture here. I saw it on Facebook, and I even ate them. They was delicious, and she loved it. So just get creative. Try to be patient. If your child do pig out every now and again, hopefully that comforts you and make you feel a little bit better. But it definitely can be stressful. Just stick in there, whether you're a dad or a mom watching this video. My heart goes out to you. There will be better days. The older they get, to me, the easier it is, because they become more independent. But they do get more vocal the older they get and set in their ways. But good days are ahead, okay? But that's all I have for you guys. Make sure you like this video, and of course, like I said, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.